Okay. All right, folks. Here we are. Let's see who joins in. I see one, and that's me. What time is it? Okay, 7:01. So we were a few seconds behind getting started here as I was getting stuff put all together. Hopefully you guys will join in here real soon, and we'll get started talking about Rhonda Sinclair's multiple encounter stories that she shared with us this week. I was running a little bit behind on getting that posted. I think I mentioned in the video that I wasn't at the top of my game. Kind of under the weather there for a few days, and we'll talk a little bit about that probably once we get into it. Looks like Audrey Fleming joined us. Hi, Audrey. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. People should start popping in. Emmy. Hi, Emmy. Nice to see you. Good to see you coming on. Oh yeah, Jack Dorsey. Hey Jack. Hey buddy. How you doing? I made sure I put that early announcement out there for you, like you asked me to. So thanks for doing that. I think it's a great idea to give people an opportunity if they're out in their workshop or whatever they're doing, to be able to break away and catch the show. So, I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate it. We got some great stuff coming. I want to talk about that. Rhonda Sinclair's video there and her stories. And then I have another announcement that I want to make. Some stuff that's been going on with me, so, we got a few of you on here right now. So maybe we'll just go ahead and jump right into it here a little bit. So, have you guys watched that newest post? That it was only yesterday that I put it up. Have you guys had a chance to watch that yet? Hey Cabal, hey buddy, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Oh man, great. Yeah, people are popping in. That's awesome. I love it. This is probably the most what's the word I'm looking for here? Stable, steady thing that we've had so far. Having this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Going live. This is a great thing that we've been able to finally do here. So I'm really excited about that. Yes, you saw it. All right, good. What'd you think? How'd you like that, Emmy? Oh, you're saying hi, Cabal. How you doing? Yeah. Would you guys let me know what you think of that video? If you have any questions about that, Rhonda, I don't know. I haven't seen her join us on one of these yet. I'm kind of hoping she'll pop in and join us for this. I don't know if she does the live stuff or not. She might not, but I think she'd enjoy it. Anyway, she'll see it afterwards after we're done with the episode and it gets uploaded onto the channel. So, but she just won't be able to catch the and this is something I want to mention. Hi Steve, everybody, happy New Year. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, we are. Thank you for joining us. I want to mention to some of you had a problem with seeing the chat as it plays, as we're chatting, like we see it right now as we're watching the video and we're chatting back and forth. But some people have had a hard time finding it immediately after I post it. But it takes almost 24 hours, I guess, for the chat part of it to be screened by YouTube and then they put it up. So, and the other thing too, as was mentioned underneath, you go and you can click on the chat. So, and that'll bring up that live chat as we're chatting so that you can join in. Hi, Emmy from Texas. Good to see you guys all joining in. Anyway, hi. Hello, everybody's doing Happy New Year. Hello, stranger. Yep. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything there. So yeah, we're going to talk about Rhonda's episode there. 14-foot angel. She says that she is in her other form, her heavenly form. So that's kind of wild stuff, right? Emmy, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Wow, nice. The Squirrely Prepper. Hello. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm glad people are jumping in here. Looks like we got 19 people watching. Listen, you guys, don't be afraid to say hello. Jump on, say hello. We love to have you here. If that's all you do is just say hello, say hello. It's good to know you're here. So introduce yourself. We got a great group of people here. We get together every Sunday night 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to have this little live show, and we talk about things that have happened through the week. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Good to see you. But we talk about, the episodes or whatever we do through the week. So it's a lot of fun. And sometimes we veer off into God only knows where. We'll talk about old time movies, favorite TV shows. What food would your partner be? I mean, God only knows what we'll discuss. So just kind of funny stuff. We have a lot of fun. So I haven't watched the latest video yet. Oh, darn it. That's too bad. Hi, Michelle from California. Wow. Hey, that's awesome. All the way from California. How cool is that? All right, Jack, doing well. John, hello, John. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. John from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I love Florida. Fort Lauderdale's beautiful. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but I did go do we did some house flipping for a little while. We actually moved to Florida for a year, and we stayed in DeLand, Florida, and we did our first house there. And then my brother lives on Daytona Beach area, right next to the Halifax River, actually in Port Orange. So we actually ended up doing a house in Port Orange there on this little side street. They have a flea market out by the main road. I forget what road that is, but they got a main road there. It runs back and forth, kind of parallel with the Halifax River. Anyway, they have a flea market. It's actually almost directly behind the flea market. We did a house there. It was just this little bungalow, and it was built in 1927 on blocks. And I mean, this place was built like Fort Knox, man. It was made for hurricanes. I remember my son-in-law, he wanted to take this wall down. There was this little alcove inside. We wanted to do an open floor space. One of these days I'll have to share these pictures. This place came out like a home and Better Homes and Gardens home. It was gorgeous, but he took this great big sled. And my son-in-law, big guy, like 6'5". He's big, he's strong. And he swung that thing and he hit that wall, and man, he might as well have been hitting a brick wall. It just went tink. It was great. I'm like, oh boy. So we're going to have to cut this out. But it's an amazing place, but come out beautiful. Talk about good bones. What do we got here? Red Bulls Pirate from Oklahoma. Very nice. Hello from Oklahoma. Who else is in here? Did I miss anybody? We got Jackie, Oregon. Steve Terry. Hello, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. Thanks for joining us. Dorothy from Washington. Steve Terry from Indianapolis. Wow. Oh my God. We got people here from everywhere. And so that's kind of what we do here on the live show, really. And that's why I love it when you guys jump in, join us, say something, say hello, because we can visit with each other from all over, not just all over the country, but we have people here from all over the world. We have people beyond probably here tonight from Australia, from London, who knows where else. I don't know if we've had anybody from Italy yet. That'd be kind of cool. So, I like this Red Balls Pirate. That's so funny. That's neat. You got the skull and crossbones. Do you see my skulls back here? So I got a lot of them too. All right. Renee Drew. Hi, Renee. Steve Terry, amazing. Yeah. Yeah, we have a great time. What do we got? Michael. Hello, everybody from Alberta, Canada. Nice. Michelle. All right. You have to forgive the glasses. This is small print, so some of it's a little bit hard for me to see. I still got to get in there, Audrey, waiting for the snow to fall in New Jersey. Yeah, you'll probably get it too. Right? Is that what you said? Or flakes. Yeah, to start falling. There's some stuff in the way at the bottom there for me to see. So, yeah, you'll probably get some, won't you? I don't know. Out in New Jersey, I'm sure. We got some bad weather coming, so you guys be safe out there. We got some tough weather coming. It's already gotten pretty cold. It's going to get colder, but we'll hang in there. We'll try and we'll just sit here, stay warm, and chat with people from all over the country and the world, right? Small world, Jackie. What are we at? I'm Eugene Springs area. Nice. And that's the thing, some of you guys might just be neighbors. Gloria, hello, Gloria. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you saying hello, everybody. That's the best way to do it, so we all know who's here and we can enjoy that. So I see the channel's growing. Seems like every week we have more and more people joining the channel and watching, and we got subscribers that are jumping on. So that's really cool. I love that. So has anybody else had a chance to watch that video? Let me see. We got Lucky. We're not excited to live in. What are we seeing here? Lucky just turned on. So excited to see the live show. My husband and I are watching you every day. Dorothy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. We got a lot more to come. So, I've been trying to do a lot of things. That's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight. I'm just trying to get everybody in and find out who all has watched the that episode with Rhonda's episode there, 12 stories that she had. She's had quite an interesting life, the things that she's been through with an abusive relationship and just a lot of supernatural things that has happened to her throughout her life. So it's a pretty wild story, man. If you guys haven't had a chance to see her playlist, one person, multiple or several encounters or multiple, I think it's one person, several encounters. Check that playlist out. I mean, some of the stuff is really out there wild. It's out of this world crazy that she's been through. Alien stuff, and I mean, you name it, ghost stuff, spiritual stuff. She witnessed a psychic murder. Just some stuff that she's been through. But anyway, yeah, really cool. Let me see what we got there. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys something while I got you all on. So, boy, where do I go with this? So, really, I've been struggling with something for, the past couple months has really messed with me pretty bad. Let me see what Renee, Spring Red, Oregon, Spookies Road, to drive late at night. So a lot of you guys are on here have known me right from the get-go of the channel starting up and stuff. So a lot of you guys already know that like this channel wasn't even originally a plan to be a channel so much. It was just something I was getting on there, and I told my stories from when I was young and invited people to share their stories, really having no idea how many people were out there that would come forward and share some really amazing stories. So it's been a great time. Who do we got here? Kelvin Evans. Hello, love your channel. Thank you so much. I'm so integrated about the immortals. Yeah, it's wild stuff. And that's what I was saying. Some of the stories that we've gotten in is absolutely out of this world. And we love it. I mean, we have a lot of fun with it. And, we hope to just keep learning more and more about these people, and I'm sharing their stories and stuff. But anyway, what I was saying was that so when I originally was setting up all my equipment stuff, my whole plan was I had to retire from the house flipping. Like I did my construction my entire life. So, but even construction wasn't my dream, but job. It wasn't what I wanted to be doing. I more love like history and stuff like that. I wanted to be involved with TV and stuff like we're doing right here, right now. That was always my passion and what I wanted to do. But construction, I could never do it. None of the cards would line up. None of the stars would line up so that I could actually do what it was I wanted to do. So eventually I got to a point when I was house flipping that I was working 7 days a week, night and day. I was going on like 3-4 hours of sleep a night at best. It was really bad. Like I didn't know who I was anymore. Things got really rough for me. And I finally made a decision that if I didn't get out, even my doctor told me, you got to stop. You got to get out or it's going to kill you. So I said, well, I got to make a change. So I stepped out of that, retired from house flipping, and I went across the street and I built a garage. It was a 40 by 50 garage with another addition onto that. Big studio garage. that I was going to make a workshop, try to figure out what else I could do to get out of that. I didn't even know what I wanted to do. Hey, Jack. Yes, I'm going to frame the picture. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to. Yes, I'm definitely going to frame that picture. I'm glad you noticed it back there. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do at that time. I'd gotten so like mentally in bad shape that I didn't even know who I was or what I wanted to do anymore. I'd forgotten. And so taking time away from it, trying to heal myself personally. So one night, talk about healing, I'm laying in bed with COVID and I realized, I was watching we talked about this before, some of those old Josh Gates episodes and stuff. And it dawned on me that I wanted to create a documentary series called Evolution of Building. So that was what set me actually forward to where I am right now, is that idea to do Evolution of Building, a documentary series based around construction and building. So what it is I will be involved with going into interview people on the type of construction and the way it's being done today, all different types of construction. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look either forward or backwards, whichever direction we decide to go, but probably like all the way back to the very beginning and how it all began, how that type of construction started. There's so many interesting things involved around our how we live in houses and buildings and everything that, how we became a civilization. So it's all about the history going back to our forefathers and back further, so and then we're going to look forward into where construction's going in the future with AI and all that different robotics and stuff like that. So evolution of building is something that was my dream, what I wanted to do. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm actually trying to kick that off. I want to kickstart that. And so I'm going to ask you guys for your help on that any way you can. Before I started this channel, I actually started a channel called Evolution of Building. So you guys can check that channel out. I can show you here a picture. Did it come up? I think I got to wait for it here. There's a picture that is actually the, there it is. Now it'll come up. So that is actually I had that designed. It took a lot of work and a lot of time. And so that is the thumbnail for the channel. That is my, geez, I can't even think of the word for lack of better words right now. Anyway, that's the emblem or picture for that series that I want to do, that documentary series that I want to shoot. I actually want to go out and shoot this documentary series. So let me switch back here to me. I want to shoot that documentary series. So that would mean traveling probably, hopefully, to Egypt, Italy, all over the world, to different areas, different locations all over the country. Here, I already had a place set up that I was going to go to the first house built here, and it was actually in Massachusetts. One of the first houses built. So I want to go out and interview and see those places. It's still standing. It's the first stick-built house, and it's still standing. So really cool stuff. But go out and look at that stuff and talk about it and show it. So anyway, it's going to take a lot to put together this documentary, to shoot this documentary. And so I'm looking for a production company to either jump aboard, and I got to try to do some kind of fundraising to raise funds to put this whole thing together. But that's my dream and what I wanted to do. And so if you guys go over there and just join that channel, that would be great. I'll see if I can post a link on this maybe before or afterwards, or I'll put it on my about area. I don't know if I got them connected or not, but anyway, try to make sure you guys can get to it. Let me see. Building changed. How did building change to cryptid? So anyway, I was searching for a production company to shoot this documentary series, and I actually had talked to about 4 or 5 different production companies. Mind you have to be really careful talking to people, because if they like it enough, they might try to just go out and do it on their own. And I'm really hoping nobody does that. I got a lot of documentation showing that, this was an idea. I had it all laid out and stuff. But I talked to one of the first ones I talked to, went absolutely nuts over it. Local production company. They said, yes, we definitely want to be involved with that. 2 or 3 months later, they hadn't done anything. Like literally couldn't even set up an actual meeting to start laying things out. So I moved on from there. I gave them the best shot I could. I found another production company that said, we did have a meeting. Great person, very ambitious, young, very connected, said, yes, I love it. Let's do it. We'll definitely do it. Again, it went like another month and a half or something like that, 2 months. And it was just dragging. I don't know if you guys notice about me, but when I want to do something, I want to do it. Like I don't play games. Like I get on it and I do it. So I started out, I said, well, the only way I'm going to be able to do this, because this is just going to drag on forever until somebody else does do it. The only way I'm going to pull this off is if I build my own production studio. I'm going to need to learn how to do this myself. And then I'm going to have to bring people together and I'll shoot this documentary series. So anyway, I started working on that. I had to learn about all the equipment and stuff. I had to learn how to do editing. I had to find out what equipment I needed, like these Sony A7S III cameras, and I got cameras and lightings, and the podcast stuff actually come along a little bit later. But most all this stuff I got all at once. Well, it kind of went in over my head, and then winter was coming on. So I was like, well, geez, I got all this equipment. Now I got to learn how to use it. So I got to do something. So I did go out and shoot one wedding, come out really cool. It was a really good wedding. I had a lot of fun shooting that, and I learned a lot from doing it. But then it was winter. There's no weddings out there. I promoted, I advertised, I made a couple commercials and stuff, and it really didn't take off. So I wanted to do something through the winter to continue practicing and learning how to use the equipment and that. So I thought, well, I'll just shoot my own little YouTube video or channel or something, start it up and just play around with that. So that's how I started to talk about Strange. I was trying to come up with an idea, and I thought, well, it'd be cool to talk about my past and that, because I watch like Bigfoot channels and different stuff like that, ghost, adventure channels and all that stuff. So I thought, well, that would be cool to share. And so that's what I did. All right. What do we got here? Audrey, love the idea. Thank you very much. Tartan structures are beautiful and fascinating. It is. Hello, Steve family from Cincinnati, Ohio. Hello, Cincinnati, Ohio. All right. It's our generation. We're ready. Something we want yesterday. Yeah, for real. It's true. Yeah, it's just something I'm really passionate about. Something really I wanted to do my entire life. So, thanks, Dolly. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's something I wanted to do my whole life, something like that. And so that's when it come down to that. And this channel kind of took off. I was kind of surprised. Tammy. Hi, Steve from Wisconsin. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Thanks for joining us. It's something I just wanted to do my whole life. So that's how it kind of ended up taking off. And so, well, anyway, I was saying I wasn't feeling good. So the past couple months, so I did all this work to build the house, right? And now I'm working on, getting our channel here back up and running and connecting with all you guys, which I absolutely love. And I want to continue doing that. So you guys were like my first family here on Online Family. So I'll never forget you guys. And that's why I ask, please join me over there on the other channel so that, you guys can follow along with all that. But anyway, and who knows, when I'm out shooting, I might be in your area, and maybe we'll do something even for the channel or whatever while we're there. But once I get this all up and going, what do we got here? I'm from Wisconsin. I never believed in Bigfoot until I had experience in Oklahoma woods. Really? Very nice. Make sure you send that story in to us. So yeah, we meet so many fascinating people, and we learn so much about, cryptids, paranormal stuff, cryptids and stuff like that. So we have a lot of fun here doing it. But I know Cabal 313 is going to come on and ask me, what about your Hard Boiled Topics podcast? And my answer to that's going to be, I don't know right now, because that not feeling good is, I actually got to a point where I know you guys see this bright, cheery guy on here. I actually got pretty down on myself lately here. I really did. Like, I started losing focus of what it was I wanted to do. And And I don't know, I just felt something tugging at me, and it was really eating away at me. So I wasn't sure how to deal with that, what was going on. So it really got bad. And so geez, all of a sudden it dawned on me that I was forgetting what I had set out to do in the first place, something I'm very passionate about. And that's when, everything started turning around. I started feeling better again. And I started refocusing on moving forward with what I started out with, what the whole purpose of all this was about to do. So, so that's where I'm at right now. Yes, Steve. I knew it. But, so, Cabal or any of you guys, what's your insight? What do you think? Let me know what you think about that idea, if you like that. And if you're going to be willing to follow along there. And, I'd like you, help me out, share that channel and stuff, or, let people know about it or whatever. I'll let you know what I'm going to do as far as like fundraising and stuff like that to try to put the money together. Cause if I have to shoot it myself, it's going to be pretty expensive, but it's a lifelong dream. And one way or another, I'm going to make it happen. So, I just want you guys to be a part of it. I'm not saying financially. I just want you guys to be a part of it. And if there is anything you can do with that financially, by all means, that's, I accept that, or that's welcome as well. And I appreciate it. But that's not what I'm on here doing. You guys, you're my TAS friends and family, and you always will be. And that's the most important thing to me. But I just want to share that with you guys because of that fact. And we're all here together and on this journey together. We've been on this journey together for a year now. And you guys have watched me go through a lot of stuff over the course of that year. And there's so much more that I have to share that we've went through and what we've done throughout this past year. So, but great stuff. All right. Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. There she is, the lady of the hour. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I was not sure if you jump on or not. What's the name of the channel again? Here, let me show you real quick. I'll put that back up for a minute. It's Evolution of Building. That's the channel. And so as you can see, it's got the pyramids. And so I want to be able to go all the way back in time, like, when they started making concrete and laying out the lines and stuff like that. Oh geez, there's just so much. I didn't have any kind of a script prepared for that, but there's just so much. Boy, there's so many eyes. I have books and paperwork, stuff that I've drawn up and research that I've done for it, that I wasn't prepared for sharing tonight. I kind of decided to last minute, so I quick threw this stuff together. But let me see. Yeah, it's been a year already. I know, right? Can you believe it? I love the idea. I wish your dreams come true. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I finally made it live. Yes, you did, Andy. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Appreciate it. We got quite a few people on here tonight. It gets better every week, so we just keep on growing this family. Let me see. What do we got here? Dolly, my new channel name. Oh, new channel name, Evolution of Building. Yes, that's the channel name. It's already there. I actually have some videos on there that I was just playing around with early on. I ended up, getting away from all that. Like I interviewed this guy just randomly out on Soda's Point. He was metal detecting, very interesting fella. He told me some really cool stuff. So that video's on there. I went over to the Lions Museum at the jailhouse, and I just made a quick video there just for the fun of it. I went out one day and riding around, I was like, what can I do? So I swung by there and I shot that video. And talked about the first hanging in Wayne County. I mean, that's a really cool story. Check that out. And I got a few other things like, doing some building and different stuff over there. I think with my granddaughter or whatever. Just different stuff I threw on there. All right, where are we? James Nar. Jim, did you actually make it? That's awesome. That's great. Hello. Look at you. You made it on here. That's great. Thanks for joining. Wow. All right. It's a fantastic idea, Steve. Remember to give yourself some grace. You are working towards your dream. and it's bound to be challenge. Go easy on yourself, and you know your dreams will come true. They're real. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I really appreciate that. You know, it's in today's, especially today's environment and the way things are going, it is challenging to follow your dreams. I mean, it's a difficult thing to do. It's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life. Lots of people have dreams, and to actually follow them and try to make them come true is very difficult to pull off for anybody. I don't care who you are. Fortunately for me, I'm very boneheaded, so you know I keep pushing. But I'll tell you what, life is an hourglass, and boy, all of a sudden I look and I was like, wow, I'm 55 years old. Like that clock is ticking. That hourglass is, you know, only got so much sand left in it. And I got to get on the ball. Like I got to get this done. If I'm going to do this, I need to do it. And so, you know, that's kind of what I got to where I said, you know what, it's time. I gotta keep moving forward and try to accomplish those dreams. So, you know, my stepfather, Jim, there knows all about it. Let me see here. What do we got? I just found out it's a 4 p.m. my time. 4 p.m. your time in Canada? Really? Vancouver, Canada? Wow. It would be cool to see the building, the COB building. It's the Cobb building. You have to elaborate on that for me because I'm not sure what you meant by that, Rhonda. Steve, I won't have much to add about the latest video because I'm not a religious person, but even perspective for a hard-boiled topic channel, I'm your guy. That's great. Thanks, Cabal. No, I get it. I completely understand that. You know, she even talked about like some different types of Bigfoot type stuff in there and aliens. So, but anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of ideas for dreams. Yes, absolutely. You're right, Rhonda. Very much so. Hey, Mom, there's my mom, Catherine Camp. Everybody can say hello to my mom. That's the Robin right there, you see. Yes, go easy on yourself. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, you're absolutely right. My mother and Jim, they both know that I've struggled with this and how hard I've worked for this. I have literally put everything on the line to follow my dreams and make this happen. Probably more so than a normal person should. Take chances. I don't live in an area where chances happen a lot. If you want to make a dream come true, you got to make it come true. And I've run into a lot of roadblocks throughout the years where I've tried to follow my dreams of writing a novel. I've invented 2 tools for the foam industry, spray foam industry, that are on the market today. But one bad winter, had to sell the patents, and now somebody else is making the money on them. We were going belly up, and I didn't have a choice. So just, you know, things happen, and but you keep chasing those dreams. You can't give up. You got to keep trying. And that's what I do. But sometimes I try so hard that I get wore down and I forget that, you know, what I was doing it for. So, and you got to remember the people around you. You know, that's the other thing too. I think that's really important with all that. And my mom can attest to that. I do not get out and visit enough with my family. I spend so much time following my dreams. And, you know, I just don't get a lot of time to do other things. I feel bad about that, but I do my best. I really do. So forgive me, Mom. I'm doing my best. Please do a link as I can't find it in the search. Really? I'm surprised you can't find that. Really? Evolution of building. Huh. Thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, I'll have to do a link on this channel here for you so you can get to it. When I started my cast, it was just a dream. I was over 60,000 to vet started, and how knew I? Oh, your cats. Yeah. I love those cats. They're so beautiful. It would be nice to see someone building the Cobb and using their cement ideas. Good idea. Yeah. So, there's a place I believe in Ecuador. Speaking of that, they civilization was growing, and they had this beautiful place. Some of you might know about it, but Mom is number one. Yes, Mom is number one. You got that right, Jim. You can't find it either, Dolly. Anyway, they find this place out there in the forest, in the jungles, and it's completely fertile grounds, just beautiful, lush forest. And so they start building their civilization there, right? And while they're doing it, they start cutting down the vegetation, the trees and stuff, and they start building cement roads, the first cement roads in history. And the whole place is covered in it. And so to do that, they have to burn down the trees to make the lime and ash to mix into the mortar to make it into a mortar. And so they're covering this whole land with these beautiful fountains and sidewalks and roads and stuff, bigger than Texas, I guess this place was. And the civilization's growing, and they went there because it was so fertile and they could grow gardens and vegetables and stuff like that. So the place is lush and growing, and they grew so fast, so big, so fast. The lime actually run off into the fertile ground and killed their other vegetation, the ability to grow vegetables and fruits and vegetables to live on and stuff. And they actually decimated themselves. They took themselves out with their own ability, their own growth as a society, as a city. They wiped themselves out off, and they just went out of existence, gone. So, I mean, just wild stuff. And that's all kind of stuff I want to go dive into and actually experiment with and see and share. So, let's see. Mom's number one, doing the patent. I did 2 patents and I filed them on my own. I actually did them myself. The patents are, cost about $10,000 to have a patent done. And so, I couldn't do that. So I had to learn how to file my own patents, and I did 2 of them for those products, but I had to sell those patents. Let me see. Your energy channel. If it is a new channel, they're usually hard to find, especially if there's no videos posted yet. It's not a new channel, actually. Easier to find a link on the channel. Steve, has your mom ever experienced anything strange? Yes, me. And my father. My brothers are strange. So yeah, she's probably experienced a lot of strange. That's a good question. Mom, you're there. Have you ever experienced what would be, do you have any experiences you can share with us for the channel or something? Any ghost experiences or anything like that you haven't told me about? Everybody'd like to know. How much were your patents cost you? When I filed those patents, it was mostly time. I mean, it took a long time to figure out and to do it, but I think the actual paperwork was like $300 each patent or something like that. So, and then you got, like tons. I've got tons of paperwork on. Hold on a second. I'm back. So, this is one of 2. This is my 2 patents, and this is part of it. It's not everything, but this is basically 2 patents. So, I actually had to engineer these in my garage and then get with a fabrication company, and we built these 2. Products. I built these 2 products, and I hired to have them done. This is let me see which ones. Yeah, that's for the foamster. This is actually that's on my hip right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's me wearing it right there. This was the instructions for how to use it, how it worked. And it was just, if you guys ever seen those foam cans that you buy in the store, and you screw it onto that foam gun and you can't get in anywhere. So I designed this in a holster. I called it foamster, like a holster. So you can take it out, and that it's connected to a hose, so you could reach in just about anywhere you had to go to put that in there. But like I said, one bad winter, and I had to, I just couldn't grow fast enough. I couldn't sell enough of them. And I ended up having to sell the patent on that. So it was really heart-wrenching, but it is what it is. Oh, that's just, I did some shows with it, and my brother helped me out with it. But I still in all, but this is all the patent paperwork involved in all that. I was looking for the picture of my other one. I'll have to post it up on the channel or something. I have another one. This was just the one actually, but I did two, and that's on there someplace. Hi, Steve Derrick from Manchester, England. Wow, hello, welcome from England. Thanks for joining us. Wow, see what I mean? We got people from all over on here. It's fascinating. I love it. One of the thing about one of my ideas, make billions of dollars already off production out there. Yeah, I mean, if it's already out there, I remember coming up with the idea for a pan that will feel like an accordion. I just gave the randomly there. I'll put one yeah. You run into that. Like I've had a lot of ideas for patents and stuff that I started researching it out there and talking to people that would shoot me down before I did these patents. And then later on, you go on and you see that like a year later, they have it on the market. Really gut wrenching, but I've had it happen a couple of times. So, but what are you going to do? It is what it is. Andy from Indiana. Hello, Andy. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, anyway, so these are a lot of things that I've done throughout my life. You guys already know I wrote a novel, and I tried to get that out there. And I mean, it's a really good book, Sasha the Spirit Guardian. It's actually on, I think you can find it on Amazon or something like that. They sell, and great book. They're a little expensive on there. I think $14.95 or something, but I thought I was going to get that and published, and I sent out a lot of inquiries and stuff like that. And it's hard to get out of that slush pile, so it never quite materialized into publishing. At the time, I had like 5 books in my head, and I got a lot of stuff written. Jim's going to holler at me because Jim is an avid book reader, collector, and my mother's husband, and he wants me to finish these books. So he enjoyed that book, and he knows I have some other ones that I got to finish up. One of them is Drowning Cessation. That was one of his favorite startup books that I just haven't had a chance to finish, but I hope I do someday finish that. But there's just been a lot of stuff, but this one, this evolution of building documentary series, I think will be the thing that, if I can pull this off, that will be the thing that gets me off the ground, gets me started following my dreams and doing the things that I wanted to do my entire life. So my mother can attest how long I've been trying to pull it off. All right, what do we got? You need to finish The Man Who Was Drowning. Yes, I do. I know. Bruce Schroeder, I think they steal the little guy's ideas and price them out. Yeah, no, it's true. You have to be really careful who you're dealing with when you're talking about ideas that you have. It's a very tough market. There's a lot of sharks out there, and I'm not talking about Shark Tank. I'm talking about sharks that will just gobble it up. For instance, I did one of the first prototypes, or probably the first prototype for dust-free sanding block on a sanding pole, because I grew up in construction. And one of the things we did the most was drywall. And I hated sanding drywall. I hated it. It gets in your eyes. It burns. You're covered in it. You're breathing it. It's all in your nose. So out in my shop, I drilled a bunch of holes, and I had this. It started with this little bucket I had of screws with holes through them. So I drilled all these holes in a nylon sanding block, and I put them in, and I hooked hoses all to it, and I brought them out to a bigger hose. I took them to a vacuum cleaner, plugged it up instantly. So I realized it. So I ran it through a bucket system, a water bucket system, and I made it work. I got it to work. So I started reaching out to plastic mold companies and different stuff like that. I mean, they wanted thousands upon thousands of dollars to do this. I tried to get a whole patent companies. And like I said, I think it was a year or 2 years later after I started reaching out to people about that, I think it was 2 years later, somebody come out with one. So I was like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. But, maybe they got the idea from me. Maybe just somebody else had the idea. I think that you tend to, people, especially people that are creative, I think you get ideas that are in the air. You know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for here? What am I missing here? Channel them. You channel it, that stuff through the air. I think I really do. Let me see. What do we got here? Lydia, hello from Los Angeles, California. Hello, awesome, California. Now there's two on here, I think, from California. I have so many ideas throughout the decades, and they still have not been invented yet. Yeah, thank goodness. You know, you got to get on it, and if you're a little bit computer savvy, I can't talk, but I can get on a computer. You can file those patents on your own. You do not have to have a patent attorney. It doesn't hurt, but you can file them on your own, and can give a shout out to what is that, Legal Aid out there. They have different stuff that helps, you can help you get a patent out and stuff. If you have a patent you want to do, sometimes just protecting it. Some people will say, if you have an idea, just make it, put it on the market quick as you can, be the first and the best, because 9 times out of 10, eventually somebody's going to build on that idea. They're going to change it and make it. All you have to do is improve it by like 20% or whatever. And then you can patent that same idea. You just got to be able to change it and prove how you made it better than what was out there on the market. So they say to just get it out there as fast as you can, and sell it. And then go from there. Nice thing about a patent is if you have a patent, you can sell the patent itself. But there's a lot of stuff out there. So Rhonda, you could do that if you have some ideas. You could patent them. Do you remember when they had characters on the embroidery got done in the 70s, and they made little characters on pants? That was copied. Please, somebody reinvent the straw. I hate paper straws. What is that? Yorba? Hi from OC, California. Wow, another one. So now we got 3 on here. Done copies before. Similar can do that to hold the ideas. Yeah. And I think they're good for 20 years. It's either 10 or 20 years when you do put a patent on something. So it's good for like copyright or whatever is good for like 10 or 20 years. I forgot exactly what it is, but it does definitely help you a lot. So anyway, I was talking earlier about here. I'll show this still for anybody that wasn't on. This is Evolution of Production, or no, I'm sorry. I have a channel. It's Evolution of Production. That's what all of them go to. But this is Evolution of Building, and that is the I want to do a documentary series based on the evolution of building, and so that's one of the things that I'm talking about here tonight, and asking that you guys can help me promote that any way you can. And I'm going to put that. I will post the link to that either on this. I'll add it to this live stream afterwards. I have to do it and edit afterwards. But I'll definitely also put it on my main page. Go to the more section down below and the links that are down there. So I'll put it in one of those links so you can just click on it and go to it. Just like I did with the See What's Cooking channel. So you'll be able to just go right over to it and subscribe to that and check out some of the videos that I have on there right now. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we got on that. Let me see what else we have here. But you get the stuff to be able to write the patent out. I mean, you can Google it, Rhonda. You can just Google it, how to do your own patent. But I'm trying to think of what that is. See, you're in Canada, so it'd be different. Like we have the New York State, or the what is it, United States Patent.gov or something like that. I think something like that. So you'll have your own patent area in Canada, but you have, I think, dual citizenship, so you might be able to do it through New York as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm thinking of you. So there's different ways. It was 35 feet long by 12 foot wide. Laugh out. Yeah, sure. Somebody will build that for you, just not me. So, all right. So, anybody else out there? What do you think about the idea? And has anybody else had a chance to watch Rhonda's video there that I posted? One person, the 12 accounts that we shared here. And anybody else out there that just wants to say hello, please jump in and say hello. No? Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, I know you do, but after this one, I'm a little bit wiped out as far as building goes. So I don't want to do too much of my own personal building anymore. I want to finish what I got, then maybe get out there and do that other stuff. So, Mom and Jim, are you guys still on there? Are you watching the channel? Say hello if you are. I bet you probably are. Anyway, boy, what else do we have here? Geez, I think we pretty much covered everything tonight already. Boy, no, people aren't as talkative as they normally are. Let me see. What do I got? Boy, there must be something else I can share with you tonight. I haven't heard back from Raven. I haven't heard back from Lyra, so there's not too much of anything going on there. I haven't heard from Wendy, so we don't. Hey, there's Mom. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. Thanks for shouting out. I don't have any more information on that. Like I said, today, this was kind of one of those weeks, unusual weeks for me. So we will get to it. What is this? Wait, hold on here. Can I go on that without messing anything up? No, I guess I can't. I was trying to go to the my channel here, 'cause I'm actually on the Evolution of Building page to watch the talk while we're talking here. So the live chat. There's Jim. Hello, Jim. All right. Make a tiny house out of concrete and spray foam. Yeah, there you go. I mean, people do it. They really do. You can make a whole house out of foam these days, for crying out loud. Then they just plaster it on the outside with concrete with mortar, or stucco. Makes a pretty tight place. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm on that page right now, the evolution of building, and but yeah, I can't really get to it on here to give you the link. I wish I could just share the link on here. I tried to look it up how to share the link on here, and there is a way, but I haven't gotten that far on this yet, and it would have taken me a while to do. So but I'll put it on the channel for you guys to go to. So all right. Thank me. Okay. Well, you guys are quiet tonight. Well, we've had a pretty good conversation here. Rhonda, do you got anything to say about that video of yours? Anything you can talk about or share with us about that video, that experience? I had a couple of questions for you, but we kind of veered so far off here now that I got to try to remember what they were. You had that experience in Vancouver where you guys almost possibly could have gotten killed. I mean, that was pretty wild there, that story about that. And then you talked about the alien encounters as well. Now, how old were you? No, you did say how old you were in there about when you had the alien with your sister and your brother. So, but yeah, do you have anything you can add in regards to that people can talk about? Does anybody have any questions for Rhonda about any of the stories here so far? No? Might take a little bit. You were just a kid when that happened. Yeah, you were 16. That one, if you're talking about in Vancouver, or was that Prince of Wales Island or something like that you were going to? Yeah, all your life. It's been a lifelong amount. So, like I said earlier, if you haven't seen that playlist for Rhonda's one person, several accounts, I mean, there's a lot of videos that we did on there. In fact, I think there's even one where she tells a story in her own words. So, it's really interesting stuff. And she has her own channel as well. And there's, I'll show that. The link might be somewhere on there as well, but she can share that. You'll make a good politician? No. No, Jim. I don't want to be a politician. You just say that because I talk too much, right? No. I don't want half the country to hate me. You become a politician, you're guaranteed half the country's not going to like you anymore. So I want everybody to like me. They'd like me as a politician, maybe, because I like everybody. I don't care who you are. It doesn't. I don't care what race, nationality, or political views you have. I like everybody. I love everybody. I'm trying to find a channel so I can share your link. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why you guys can't find that. That's really weird. Evolution of production. Oh, said it wrong again. Evolution of building. Evolution of building. And you should see the pyramids on there that in that picture that I have. I don't know why that's not showing up. And I by the way, the on this day videos that I did on this channel, on that playlist on this day, I have I put them on that channel as well. So I started the playlist to start kind of building people up because that channel is more based on history and stuff. And I'm also, that's another announcement I was going to make, that I'm going to start like this week. I'm going to start banging out a few of those, try to get a few, 3, 4, maybe 5 of them on this day videos done this week and posted. So they're a lot of fun. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. I really enjoy doing them. All right. What do we got here? Just read about 2 guys in Washington State went in the woods. Oh yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. To look for Bigfoot, but they weren't prepared for the weather and they both died. I'm too nice to be a politician. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Have you guys heard about that? Those 2 guys that went out there and died in the elements. I mean, how does that happen? I mean, how sad. I feel so bad for the families and for them to go out there. I got to be honest with you. There was a part of me that thought there was a little bit something nefarious there, that, how did that happen? I mean, how you don't go out into the woods like that if you're not experienced at least a little bit. I just can't imagine that they didn't try to build some kind of a shelter or huddle up together. I mean, just how horrible. The poor guys. I mean, it's just terrible. What could have possibly happened? I hope there's no foul play involved with that happening to them. I mean, really, truly. But, oh, Emmy. Yeah, they died from exposure. Yeah. So apparently they got lost out there. I mean, they must have been someplace where there's no cell phone service. But listen, fair warning to any of you guys, any of you that think you want to go out in the woods. The best thing you can do is learn how to use a compass. Phones have a compass, but if for some reason your phone doesn't work, pick up a cheap little plastic compass anywhere. That compass will save your life. I mean, I went up north with my brother and to woods I was not familiar with. And this is back when I was, probably in my late teens, early 20s. And we went up north. It's big up there. People get lost up north all the time. So I get out there. What do? I start exploring, walking along these stone walls. I find this ruins, this old homestead ruins, this chimney. Every piece of wood was gone except for the stone foundation and the chimney from the ground up. That chimney and the whole stone chimney was still standing there. And I got out there and, I'm wandering around, I'm looking. Next thing you know, I didn't know where I was. But before I went in those woods, I took that compass out and I looked at it. I looked at the direction I was heading and I turned around, went the opposite direction, followed that compass right back. And it brought me right back smack to the area that I had went in. And so, there's a lot to be said if even if it's close. A compass will get you back where you came from. So, if you're going to go out in the woods, take a little plastic compass with you, anything, brass one, plastic one, whatever you can get. But boy, be prepared out there because it's just too dangerous, and apparently something along that lines happened to these poor guys out there. I mean, it must have been absolutely horrible. And I don't care how strong you are, you start freezing to death. That's scary stuff. That's really scary stuff. All right. Emmy, you think it's some kind of a cover up, exposure to Bigfoot. Oh, cabal. Hold on here. Where are we? Not that one. Oh, where are we? Is this it? I gotta turn this up. What is going on here? Am I on the wrong one? Here we go. This is for you, Cabal. There. There. How's that? Reminds of those guys who died in the backyard of exposure football game. Yeah, that good one, Cal. Yeah, that was definitely some kind of cover up. In fact, didn't they prove that there was foul play involved there or something, or they tried to prove it? What a bad deal that was, out partying, and how those guys could have how could they possibly die out in the backyard? I mean, any kind of a big guy, even you'd bust a window, you kick a door in, whatever you have to do, or just go someplace else, But yeah, terrible. I feel sorry. They needed to be ready for anything. Yeah. I mean, really, you go wandering out in the woods, you got to be prepared. You just never know. It's so easy to get turned around, especially if you're going out like Bigfoot researching. Whether you believe it or not, or you're just having fun or not, or whatever the case might be, crying out loud, protect yourself. That was so bizarre about those guys. Yeah, it really was bizarre. Really was. Who knows? Who knows what happened there? And you can theorize all kinds of stuff. Bruce, I feel sorry for the homeless and the tents in the winter here in Maine. Yeah, absolutely. The homeless. Don't get me started on that. It upsets me. It's a horrible thing. There's people out there freezing. We had some people, I think, right here in Lyons, that froze out there or was freezing. So, but I don't see them out there now. So they must have done something to get them inside. So I hope so. There should be no homeless outside. You should not be sleeping in a box or a bag or a tarp. Right. That was Maine County, Washington, where the illegals shot a Bigfoot. Where it's illegal to shoot a Bigfoot. Yeah, really? That's where that happened? In Washington, if you're going up in the hills or the mountains, I mean, you can get cold up there. They probably drank too much. Bear paint spray. Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. A roll of orange tape that you can tie onto a branch, spray tape or spray paint that you can put on a tree or something that stands out, so you can kind of, with an eye shot or just by walking in a circle, you're going to run into your trail. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself safe out there. What else we got here? But yeah, it was a bad situation. All right. Well, geez, we've already been on over an hour. I guess we did okay, didn't we? We got quite a few people that were watching. We're 28 still watching. So you guys, hey, listen, I just want to say, as we start getting ready here to wrap things up, I'm sure you guys have things to do. Again, I just want to say thank you so very much for joining me here tonight. We'll be back again next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock for you, Rhonda. So make sure you're here, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of stuff this week to talk about. Do me a favor. Go over to my On This Day. If you guys haven't watched those videos, my On This Day videos on that playlist, check them out, and I'm going to be adding more to them, and tell me what you think of them. In fact, go if you can find that. I promise you, I will post that or put that link on my YouTube channel underneath the more. So you go to click more, go down to the bottom, and I'll put that link on there. So you can go to the evolution of building, and that playlist is on there. So if you guys go over there and you watch that, any of those videos that you watch supports the channel and helps me grow, gets me that much closer to that channel becoming a viable channel. For me, in order for me to pull off this adventure I'm on, this path I'm on, to shoot this documentary series, if a production company is going to get involved, and I really hope somebody does, then they're going to want to see that I'm capable of doing this, of pulling this off. So they're going to want to see material and stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to be posting material on there, and I want to build a following on there so that we have something to show how strong we are and how much we're capable of. So If you guys can do me that big favor of going over there, I would really appreciate it. All right. Jim says, good night, Steve. Good night, Jim. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you made it over here. That's great. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys get over there and subscribe to that channel and, just keep an eye open and we'll just keep growing and doing what we got to do here. A lot of TV viewers are unable to chat. You can hit the like though. Yeah, hit that like button. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys joining me here. I appreciate all your love and support. And we'll just keep on growing and keep going here. All right. So again, we're going to sign out. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Look for those new videos that I'll be posting. And we'll see you back here again next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Thank you. Have a great night.